This short video will present the country profile for Serbia as prepared for the Regional Lifelong Learning Project, a comparative analysis of regional policies in 16 regions across 6 European countries.
Good morning, my name is Marica Gajic. I represent the Regional Economic Development Agency for Šumadija and Pomoravlje from Serbia, and I'll present the results of our research and the country profile for Serbia. In our research, we focused on 5 districts. That's on NUTS 3 level that were identified according to the similarity of economic and social background. These are 5 counties that in general cover the central Serbia and to the west, with a similar, as I said, economic background. And one important thing to say about Serbia is that as a candidate country for EU, we haven't established administrative regions yet, so we don't have regional governments. This NUTS 3 distinction is actually statistical division of the regions. That's statistical regions and usually connected through trade and historic and geographical background. So that's how we have the region of Šumadija and Pomoravlje, which is actually our economic and geographical region. Other districts include Raški, Moravički and Kolubarski districts, geographically connected to our region, and besides we have very good cooperation with other development, regional development agencies that cover these areas. So that is the territory. Our secondary research was conducted through documents available on the sites of the government and national institutions, like laws, strategies, action plans, and just a few reports. Then the plans of regional development agencies, local governments, and our own base of the strategic documents. As you can see by our objectives and our work, we are oriented towards strategic planning, and our national and local partners are institutions that do the strategic planning. So that's how we actually identified our key stakeholders, and at the same time, based on the fact that adult learning policies in Serbia are regulated at national level, which led us to this direction to choose the key stakeholders from national and representatives of national agencies and institutions on the local level. So starting with the Ministry of Education, Science and Technological Development, followed by National Employment Service, then local government departments for education, centers for professional upgrading, some faculties and regional development agencies were our key stakeholders, and out of 17 requests we had 12 interviews conducted, out of which we derived our conclusions. I must say that our direct interviewees were actually representatives of these national institutions and Ministry of Education on the local level, since the ministry has its branches in the centers of the counties. So in Kragujevac we have the branch of Ministry of Education for the county of Šumadija, and in other centers we have ministries as well as operational offices of national employment services. So from our perspective as a regional economic development agency, we always look at the economic situation of the country, which is actually the aspect from which adult learning policies are actually viewed from national down to local level. So there are some very how to say, bad indicators that we can see, like very high level of unemployment, very low level of employment of work-capable persons, much below the standards and rates that are seen in other EU member states. Then what is characteristic as a background is that labor offer and demand have constantly been imbalanced, and the rate of the new job opportunities is insufficient, towards which the goals of adult learning policies should be directed and formulated as to increase employability of the population. On the other hand, like the last census conducted in Serbia in 2011 showed a still high rate of illiteracy among the population, and the need from national down to local level to implement adult learning policies with the goal of increasing literacy of the population. Another indicator that is seen is connection between formal and non-formal education that should be taken into consideration, and this is just the formulation from the adult education law that adult learning policies in Serbia actually imply informal education for the persons older than 15 who haven't had a chance to complete their elementary education, that persons older than 17 years of age for the secondary education of persons who hadn't had a chance to complete it in time, and all other forms that usually go into non-formal education, and that's improvement of personal and professional skills for the persons older than 18 years of age who do not have the status of students. Regarding policy formulation, as I already said, adult learning policy in Serbia is integrated into general education policy and is programmed at national level. The key stakeholder is the National Ministry of Education. Since January 2014, the new law on adult learning, actually the first legal form to regulate the adult learning policy, is the law of adult learning. And what we could see through our research, that in the period while we did the research from April 2014 until the end of the year, the awareness of the key stakeholders about this law is still on the low level. Actually, the implementation has not rolled yet, although we have set the first legal document to regulate this area. Not only from the aspect of regional agency, but from the national to local level, adult learning policies are primarily seen as from the aspect of economic development, followed by the initiatives for social inclusion and cultural importance of the concept. Since the policy is regulated at a national level, all districts involved in the research follow instructions and education plans of national ministries and ministry and actually work under their plans. Other stakeholders from national level that are involved in planning of adult learning policies in a way, beside the Ministry of Education, are Ministry of Labor and Employment, then Ministry of Economy, then the National Employment Service, and their branch offices that implement the programs on the local and district level. We could see many input in strategies for reduction of poverty, for strategies for employment and social inclusion. Adult learning as in hints, some adult learning in these strategies, and these are like these less relevant documents or other documents apart from strictly coming from educational sector. Policy implementation in Serbia is divided in these sectors of formal education and then non-formal education, with a very strong aspect of professional education, upgrading and qualifications, so that in most of the documents we find this category actually separate, although it's basically non-formal education. In the formal education of adults, we have, as we mentioned earlier today, very important national program of functional elementary education of adults, followed by the functional secondary education of adults that is actually coming into force from last year, because we have the first generation of elementary graduates from the national program. So this is elementary and secondary education organized and performed in elementary and high schools. Then we have professional education upgrading and qualifications programs and seminars that are mostly serving to the purpose of increase of employability or change of qualifications and upgrading of already employed persons, and these are the programs implemented by National Employment Service, then Centers for Professional Upgrading. National Agency for Regional Development is an important actor. Regional development agencies, accredited regional development agencies who are providing courses, education courses and trainings for unemployed persons for starting their business, then courses in financial management, business management, and ICT courses with courses adapted to unemployed women or women in business to upgrade their working capabilities, which is including this aspect of social inclusion of various groups. Then we have this non-formal education recognized in law and in strategy, but there is actually no good system established yet to increase the effects of a non-formal education that is usually performed by NGO sector, and there is a need recognized for much better coordination and structure in this non-formal education. One of the problems that is being faced in adult learning policy is actually lack of correspondence between formal and non-formal education, because some non-formal programs, although planned at national level, still do not have connection with formal education in terms of recognition of qualifications and real use of qualifications for upgrading and employability. Regarding funding, have we skipped one? Just a moment. Regarding funding of adult learning policies, according to the law and strategy, the funds are provided from national budget, and all the schools in national programs are financed from the national budget. Then the new law gives the opportunity to local governments to officially allocate budget for adult learning programs, but a precondition for that is for the local community to have their adult learning action plan, according to which the program budgeting should allocate the funds. At this moment and during the research, the city of Kragujevac is one of the pioneers who is only planning to start programming and actually defining adult learning action plan. It's not come down to practice yet. Local communities still don't have these plans, but at least from now we have legal basis. And Kragujevac will be one of the first cities that will define adult learning plan, and the regional development agency will be technical supporter in doing this process of planning. Lack of public finance seems to be not the problem only in Serbia, as we could see other partners face the lack of funds. In Serbia, there is no national fund yet for funding adult learning, neither local funds, other than regular funding system of elementary and high education, and then local communities allocate the part of it for the programs for adult learners. So then national level funds the programs, while the local communities have the responsibility of funding operational costs of elementary and secondary education, thus including adult learning, although it's not systematically regulated and officially regulated yet. Through our research and interviews with the stakeholders, we conclude that there is a general opinion that we have an overall a lack of cross-sector cooperation, like cooperation of the sectors of economy, education, and social welfare, and then including the third sector, like civil sector organizations, which seems to be crucial for not only development but implementation of the program and development of better adult learning programs and plans on the local level. Also noted is a lack of communication and correlation between the national and local levels, although national level programs, the policies and is monitoring the implementation of it, there is still significant lack of coordination with local level, and organizers and providers, actually potential providers of services. And one of the conclusions is that this correlation should be significantly improved. Regarding finance, like private public partnerships proved not to be efficient, although there are some samples of very good practices, especially say in the city of Kragujevac, which has historically been an industrial city with vet and technical schools that could have a great practice for the students and adult learners to have better work capabilities in the business sector, in enterprises. But at the moment it seems to be initiative on the very local, actually micro-local level, initiative of the school principals that have good correlation with directors of private companies. But since these are very good example, the conclusion of the interviews were that there should be much better and intensive exchange of good practice and experience, starting with local level, and present recommendations to higher levels with the purpose of having more efficient programs. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Regional, a comparative analysis of regional policies for adult learning, supported by the European Lifelong Learning Programme.